first, bro.
Listen, personally, obviously, when it comes to everything, really, in terms of, you know, heritage of the club and everything, trophies, whatever you want to talk about, fan base, whatever, I feel like Arsenal are the biggest team. When you talk about the most successful team recently, obviously, you have to look at Chelsea.
Yeah.
For me, Tottenham don't even really get in this race, really. Okay,
why not? They finished ahead of you lot. I don't know, 7 out of 7 seasons. Why not? When are they going to get a little bit of respect?
Slow down. But what have they won in that time? Other than we've been in the top 4 trophies.
You know what?
Finished above Arsenal.
You know
just
what?
the attractiveness of being a Champions League team.
And I would have loved.
When the window comes,
I would have loved.
It hasn't been guaranteed though, has it, for them every season?
Yeah, but once it's guaranteed, that summer window again, it's an attractive.
If they won a Champions League that time, what would you say?
But to be compared, or to say that because you got to think about it. There's been a talk for a long time in terms of, you know, like a power shift and things like that. Yeah, in terms of North London and whatever.
But you got to win something.
For me, for that to occur, like, there's still you've still got to put trophies on the board.
100%.
Like,
2008.
That's
100%.
That's what every team's trying to do out here is win trophies, innit? Yeah. And when you look back, like, top 4 finishes, okay, yeah, you know, you're happy that it's got you in the Champions League or whatever, but there's nothing literally to celebrate.
But I think that's the only thing that stops Tottenham from really saying that they're better than you lot. Because I'll be honest, in the last, I would say, decade, they probably have been the better football team. I mean, if they had won that Champions League against Liverpool, what would you man really
in
be
terms
saying?
of what I have to concede is that they've been the more consistent team in the league.
Yeah, 6-7 years. No.
What I'll agree with you on is they've been the more consistent team in the league. But I feel like when it comes to even like cup competitions and things like that, you can still see the heritage in terms of Arsenal used to winning these trophies. Like when we're even in games that we're not expected to win in some of these finals against the Chelseas and this, that and the other, where teams ain't giving us a chance, we win those games, bro. So we still been winning trophies because we have a history of winning trophies. I feel like that's Tottenham's problem.
When's the last trophy you man won?
That's 2 years ago. FA Cup.
No,
okay.
Yeah, the FA Cup merchant. They'll pull that out.
Now it don't count.
No.
If Tottenham winning it,
I'd rather a top 4 than
or if you man winning
I honestly
FA Cup,
rather a top 4.
I'm happy about it right now.
But let me ask you a question, because you pointed out Tottenham. So, do you think that the signings they've made this summer, do you think they have a good standard? Are you impressed with them?
I think the signings are impressive in the sense of I can see they're trying to add pieces to make one big piece to complement their 2 top players. I respect that. I can see like the vision behind that. Whether with them trophies, which I'm not even too sure. Just having him there, as a potential backup, because you can't just have 1, 2 Son, Kane every day, blah blah blah. Just him adding a new dynamic is good enough. But will it win them trophies? Probably not. Like,
do you know what?
But it will keep him relevant. It will keep him in that top 4 hunt. It will keep him. Maybe they'll get a
FA Cup,
maybe
or Carabao Cup. I can't see them winning the league or Champions League. But
Yeah,
I'll be honest with you, Conte. Can man really not see Conte winning them silverware? If Levy allows
that's the
him,
chance. I feel like this is the chance, innit? And I feel like that's why they're gonna back him, because I feel like if they're gonna do something now, like, granted they had Mourinho in it, in recent times, but you can say he was more on the way
out anyway.
In terms
he was done, fam.
Yeah, Pochettino as well. They didn't win nothing.
But they should have.
I feel like
Champions
he
League
helped them
final
along in terms of like the trajectory and things like that. He wasn't world class when they hired him.
They should have kept him.
He turned out to be a great,
but don't you think
appointment for them?
He set him up for what they are now. He set up a little.
That's what I'm saying. So I feel like now they've got Conte. I feel like with an actual world class manager at the peak of his powers, you think he only won a championship the year before last or whatever, so he's at the peak of his powers or whatnot. Now's the time for, like, they see what he done in terms of what little they had in terms of squad. Okay, they had 2 world-class players, or debatably 2 world-class players in Kane or Son, however you want to look at it. But other than that, they have some other good players, but you could see the areas of improvement. But the mentality that I felt that he instilled in them towards the end of the season, going for that top 4,
100%.
I thought you could really see the difference.
Even the 2 signings.
The only thing I would say is that, yes, Conte is a great manager. I've seen, in terms of development of players, he's done it with Lukaku, I mentioned last week, and Pogba as well. The only thing I would say is those world-class players that you talked about, Kane and Son, they ain't won nothing. And certain times within that group of players, you need certain players that have won something.
100%.
Basuma hasn't won nothing. Do you know what I'm saying? But he's a good player. Don't get twisted.
Very
I rate
good.
Basuma. Richarlison, I don't think he can find the back of the net. I don't think he's that good. I don't think he's worth 60 million. So that's the only thing I would say. I'd say they've got a good manager who can change things about. And he did. Do you know what I'm saying? He came in November. And to be fair, he got them going. He got them for position.
Bro, he
The
signed
one thing I
Bentancur.
would say though is if these are players that. And that was it, bruv.
Bentancur
That
and
kind of
Kulusevski.
thing. That's
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
two
Oh,
players.
that's what a
yeah?
top
And
manager does
when
for
you
you.
bought them, or when they bought them in, people weren't looking at them necessarily as a game changer. But when you look at the impact that they had for
mad.
Tottenham and for their push towards top four, you've
Mad.
got to say that was very decisive, like in terms of the impact. Yeah.
But it's
but what I'm saying is then when you think now they've given him a summer to bring in more players, okay, granted you're saying, all right, the caliber of the players might be questionable in your eyes, yeah, but I feel like you can compare it even a little bit to say some of our business last summer in terms of not all of it was popular signings or
Agreed.
opinions or because people thought that they were the best players, but people saw, maybe that they could potentially be a fit because it was what we need.
It's building.
And when you got a manager like Conte, just for me to wrap it up, when you got a manager like Conte, you got to trust him.
Yeah.
So if these are players that he's saying that he's happy with, because no bones about it, if Conte ain't happy with a player, a lot of this stuff ain't going down, innit, or whatever. So I feel like he's got the stamp in terms of, or he's putting the approval to a lot of these players that they've brought in because he sees them doing a job for them. So
there's a couple unknowns. Is at Jed Spence if they do get him. I don't know if he's we've seen him in the FA Cup. Everyone said he's a top player there. We see him in the Championship.
Right wing back.
But
Yeah,
but the
yeah.
step up, it's a lot. Like we've seen that some certain players haven't been able to do it. Perisic, class player. The only thing I'd say about Perisic is
Experience.
his age, 33. The pace of the Premiership. Can he handle it on a consistent basis? We'll see.
But he's Mr. Consistency though. That's what I feel like. But different pace.
And he is someone who's been there and done it.
And you need a squad.
And he's one thing.
You need a squad at the end of the day.
At the end of the day, just having that kind of player around, that experience, even if it's just not, like you say, you don't necessarily even have to start every game. He seems to be that kind of player where he's durable anyway. But even to take your point and say that he doesn't play every game, even if it's just the fact he's having an impact in it, and he's a Conte player in terms of he's going to know the system, how he wants him to play, and whatnot, and he improves what they've got there already.
You know what you're going to get with him.
100%.
That's an underrated.
100%. But let me change it up a little bit though. Let me change it up in direction a little bit. So we've all had a bit of an opinion, yeah. But I want to know.
Talking to the max, sir, bro.
Yeah, I want to know at the moment, as a player, a prospective player of a club or whatever at this moment in time, yeah. Which one of them teams are you signing for at the moment?
You know what? I would say Tottenham.
Over
I knew I didn't like you.
Yeah.
I knew I didn't like you. There's something about this guy. I knew it.
I knew Jay I wouldn't like that. Nah, do you know what? I really think like.
I wasn't expecting that.
No, do you know what's mad? I'm even thinking about even things like game time
Over
and
Chelsea.
stuff.
That's what I
Bro,
thought he was
but
going to
as
go
a player,
with,
like, especially with the World Cup
lie.
coming up and stuff, and I think that's another reason why just back on that point last week why Lukaku went as well, because World Cup's coming up. Players want to play. Players want to start. They want to play. They can't afford to be sitting on the bench and stuff. And I don't know. I feel like at Chelsea, with Tuchel, bit too much tinkering and that. Are you gonna start? Are you not gonna start? This and that. I don't know, man. I feel like Tottenham.
But though, if you want to win, things, are you going to join a team that haven't won something?
I think also depends on what stage in your career you're at. Because if you're trying, as I said, if you're kind of coming up and you sort of want game time and Tottenham, listen, it's a stepping stone club. Let's be honest, innit? No offense to the Tottenham fans that are listening, but it's a stepping stone club. You lot don't really win nothing. So if you're Sterling, you go Chelsea. Because you're going from City, you're thinking, I want to go to a team that I'm going to win trophies.
And win Champions League. That's what you want.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I feel like if you're just looking for game time and you kind of want to get your foot in the door, and I think Tottenham's a good, just a good stepping stone mediocre club. They're going to hate me.
He's gone there for the paycheck.
What do you think?
Boy,
Who would you pick?
outside of Arsenal, obviously, I would say Chelsea, to be quite honest. I think I would want to go to a club that I think
outside of Chelsea. So does that mean
You're saying outside of Arsenal? Man still got the
outside
Arsenal bias on.
outside of Arsenal?
Yeah, outside of
Okay.
Arsenal.
No bias, bro.
The obvious is going to be Arsenal, innit? But I would go to Chelsea because I think they can win things. Do you know what I'm saying? I look at Tottenham and I'm thinking they haven't won anything. Yeah, they've got that manager, but they haven't won anything. I want to win things. Do you know what I'm saying? So I want to win someone I would go to someone who could potentially win a Champions League.
Does the uncertainty with the ownership or anything like that? Obviously, this just happened, the transition.
Nah,
Do you
because
think
they
that's
still-
going to affect anything
Not
in that?
really, because they've still got that manager in place, and he's a top manager. You know, he won the Champions League with them. So yeah, I believe in his philosophy. I like the way they play football. And yeah, I'd go to them, to be quite honest.
I don't know. I think Tottenham play better football though.
It's pacier.
I don't know. I like it. And I hate to admit that. I mean, I don't really mind because, again, Tottenham don't really win nothing, so they're not really a threat. But I just think they play really good football. Like, and with
It does seem a
Conte
little bit
there,
more fluid.
bro,
Yeah,
with
it is
Conte
fluid, it is
there, the
fluid.
signings he's brought in, like, I really think,
Mate, them signings are long,
bro, you
innit?
know what it is? It's just, it's the first time I feel like we've actually seen Tottenham, like, active. Like,
Yeah,
Levy's
yeah.
actually put his hand in his pocket and said,
Yeah.
yo, I have to back this guy now because
He
I
has
can't,
to,
he has
he'll
to.
go.
No, I hear
I
that.
can't afford for it to happen anymore. And I don't know. I really do feel like they might do something. Like I said, FA Cup, Carabao Cup.
What about
Khalil?
UK, bro?
If
Yeah,
I was
man.
in the beginning of my career, I'd probably go. Actually, it would be between.
Pick one, bro.
No, I say Arsenal. Beginning of my career.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah, I
talking
feel like
about.
that's a.
I'll give you the money later, yeah. Give you the money later.
Go on, why are you saying that as a United fan?
What you guys have been doing, like just the past couple seasons, you can clearly see they've went
a
away
strategy.
where you know what I'm saying, they are prioritizing the young talent. So if I was a young boy, I'd go to Arsenal. If I was a semi-accomplished player, or I've just done my beginning stint and it went well and blah blah blah, then I'd probably go Chelsea. Yeah, it was like that would be the
You're
safe.
more accomplished.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
What about
I
yourself?
hear
You need to answer your own question, man.
To answer the own question, again, to take bias out of it, I'd probably say, as a player right now, Chelsea is probably the more attractive.
Bruv, you could never have said Tottenham, big man. I'd have had you.
Probably.
Never have said
Tottenham
that,
would
Rude,
never
man.
leave
on
my
camera
lips.
as well, Rude, man.
in,
That's a bit
in
of
my
madness.
life. Are you alright, fam? You know,
I'm watching you, Rude, man.
But, nah, listen. No. Me, yo. Nah, fam, wash him out.
So what, do you think you men are going to finish above them in the league this year?
What, Chelsea?
No,
Oh, Tottenham.
Honest, like,
do you know what?
like, take your bias out because I think you
Alright,
Arsenal fans are
the only,
so biased.
the only thing,
bro.
the only thing I would say, the only thing I would say is that people forgotten that we have got players that are coming in like Saliba. Do you know, he's one of the top youth talents like around the world. Do you know what I'm saying? Fab.
No, he had a good season.
Bruv, he's a French
He
international
had a
at
good, he had a
22.
good, he had a
No,
good
but he could
season.
have
He's a French
easily went irrelevant
international.
though, especially in that league. Could have easily just, you know what I'm
He's
saying.
a French international at 21,
So he's
22,
actually-
bro.
he's decent.
That
He's
says something,
decent.
man.
But anyway,
We'll give
I-
we'll give him that one, K.
Yeah.
We'll give him that one.
The only thing I would say with the squad that we've got right now, we need to add a few more players because I feel that we're going to be in Europa now. We're going to play in the Premiership as well. So, and we're going to have the World Cup as well. So to kind of split all those three competitions and the cup matches as well is going to be difficult with that squad. You know, I'm looking at, we've only got Jesus and Eddie as really options. We need that another goal scorer. You know, and which is why we tried to go for Rafinha, but it didn't quite work out. So Arteta and Eddie need to get those players to back them up. But I think we could surprise a few people, to be quite honest. In terms of, I don't think we can finish ahead of Chelsea at this time now.
Come on, that's of course. If we're being real, and there was odds on this, yeah.
Yeah,
like
no,
actual
I wouldn't put
odds,
my money down on that.
yeah, Arsenal would be at the bottom, then Tottenham, then Chelsea.
In your head, really.
No.
That's what I'm
come
saying.
on.
But I would-
Tottenham is- that's what I'm saying.
But I do.
What history says in the past 5 to 6 years, why
No,
wouldn't
I-
it happen again? It's
Do you
not
know
like
what?
they've had a
No. I personally feel that last season we were focusing on getting the spine of the team sorted out, and now we've added to that spine with Saliba as well. Yeah, but I think now we need more firepower to actually compete with the likes of Chelsea, especially now they've got Raheem Sterling.
Yeah, we need more goals.
Yeah, we need more goals, bro. And we saw that last season. The amount of goals we scored was poor, to be quite honest. I think we can finish ahead of Tottenham,
Like
if I'm honest.
30 odd
But
less
to
than
do that, before I say that, I would say that we do need a few more acquisitions before the summer is over. That's why I end it there.
But what, you reckon that's going to happen?
Of course, they're working now, big mate. Relax, don't worry, man. We got this, bro. I know you're panicking, man. It's all right, bro.
Nah, do you know what
It's
it is?
all
I
right.
don't know. I just like, I'm not even to have a shot because obviously being a United fan, how can I even talk too
It's a
tough?
shot, it's a shot.
You get me? But I just feel like you lot's fall from grace was just crazy. Like when you think about what, like we're talking about Kings of London and whatnot. I would say that Wenger era where
wasn't
you,
even a question.
bro, like United
Yeah,
and Arsenal
25
were the
years of it,
rivals.
do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
weren't
get like,
even
and I don't know, man. I just feel like
But football goes in cycles, innit?
That's
Because
very
as we're
true.
saying,
That's
big
very
man,
true.
innit? Yeah.
That's very
if
true.
we talk 25 years ago, you'd be looking at your noisy neighbours that have won everything
Bro.
recently in the last how many
You'd be
years,
laughing
and
if
you'd
I
be
said
sitting
City.
there going, "What? They've won how many prems in the last
I know, it's
how
even
many
worse,
years?"
innit? I
But listen,
Like-
let's wrap it up. So I
It's
want
mad,
to
but-
see your perspective on the question that you just asked in terms of who's going to finish at top out of Tottenham, Chelsea, and Arsenal, and K as well. Anyway, and then we'll
Oh
finish up.
yeah. Do you know what?
No bias. No Arsenal
You
bias.
can be biased, Ruth, but
Hey,
don't
listen,
listen to
listen,
man,
guys,
Ruth,
man.
but do what you want in life.
I'm
Yeah.
feeling like, because look, with all of them teams, yeah, I feel like the least uncertainty is with Tottenham, because I feel like we kind of know what we're gonna get with Tottenham a little bit next season, in terms of like the way they're gonna play and whatnot. I'm just thinking, you know, if consistency is going to be a bit of a thing for them, because I feel like in big games like last season, they'll be all right.
You want to say Tottenham, but you just can't,
No,
innit?
no, I don't want to say Tottenham. I don't want to say Tottenham. But what I'm saying is, I'm just trying to explain my thought process in it, yeah. But it's like, I see us coming above them. I ain't even gonna lie, bro. I see us coming above them.
I don't.
It's Chelsea. It's Chelsea's the one that I'm not sure about.
agreed.
But again, with them, I feel like there's uncertainty, and that's what I was saying about with the least amount of uncertainty. Because I feel like still at the moment, I still feel like we're looking at, especially with Arsenal and Chelsea, you're still looking at what business they're gonna do. Because you're looking at Chelsea thinking, okay, at the moment they ain't really got a goal scorer. They've just lost Lukaku. Okay, they've brought in Raheem Sterling, but obviously there's been links to Ronaldo and things like that. So it's like, who they gonna get to fill that situation or whatever like that. So it's gonna depend. But I would say, in my humble opinion, at the moment, probably Chelsea.
Cool.
Then Arsenal, then Tottenham.
Round it up, bro. Round it up, bro. What's your
for,
thoughts?
for London? Yeah.
Yeah, it's for London.
Chelsea, Tottenham, and then Arsenal. No. I'm not even. You know,
This
it's
guy,
just
this guy.
Chelsea, Arsenal. Did I say Arsenal?
The
Tottenham,
pressure.
then
Your
Arsenal.
heart speaking the
You
truth,
know what I'm
bro.
saying? Now that's listen, if it was based on the likability of a squad, then yeah, maybe. But it's based on the football and then them heated moments. You know, when the players' legs start going a bit shaky.
You look at the
I
bench
trust,
as well.
Do you get what I'm saying? I trust Tottenham more in them.
Okay.
In them scenarios, that's the only reason.
I respect it this week.
Man, we'll take it.